episode of Coffee and Convo with Mo. You're on the couch with Mo. Coffee and Convo. Today I am talking about my GoFundMe. And this is about free mental health services. And I launched the fundraiser maybe a week or two ago, and I have not really got a lot of success from it. I've had two of my classmates, thank you so much, Willeen and Sid, for donating, and a staff member, and Jarvis was my first donor, and I really appreciate you guys. What I'm learning is that there's a lot of talk about what needs to happen, you know, what our deficits are in this climate right now, but there's not a lot of action. So I've done my part. I'm going to continue to do my part. If no one donates, I'm going to do what I can within my reach. But what I'm asking is for anybody that's listening or watching right now to please support the cause. I have people who applaud me all the time for what I'm doing, and you know, giving me kudos. I want those kudos to translate into coins. I'm challenging all of my friends and my family members to donate $5 to this. This is so serious, you guys. This is not for me. This is for other people. There are so many people who are struggling with mental health and do not have the means to pay for it. And you know, yeah, some things should be free, but this is not one of those things. Although I have done services for free or a little of nothing throughout the course of my career, because I see the need, and it's not always about the money, it's about helping. So I have set aside money for years for people who didn't have insurance. And you know, I'm challenging my staff to donate 1 hour a week to someone that they can give services to and not be paid for. So it's just, I'm doing all these things, and this is how I came to the GoFundMe. Is because I see things on social media, as you do as well. Like for example, the lady who was being detained, and she made this cute little, well, the internet made this cute little song about you about to lose your job. This lady raised so much money from GoFundMe from that particular incident. I'm not taking anything away from her or why she needed the money, but good God, we're talking about mental health. We're talking about the reason why we're having suicides, depression, killings, because people don't know how to cope and they don't know how to respond correctly. So they're acting out and they're doing things that are irreversible to themselves and to others. So it's just bigger than just me. It's bigger than RCS. Any community mental health agency that you know of, you can donate there too, and let them know this is for people who don't have the means to pay for counseling. There is a huge gap in services. Let me tell you about this. I learned a couple of years ago about Medicaid, because we see a lot of Medicaid clients. Now mind you, I know people who are in the profession, I would call them my colleagues, not my friends, but my colleagues, who will not see Medicaid clients because of the stigma that comes behind that type of client. That they're ratchet, that they're disrespectful, that they're nasty, they don't show up for their appointments, they're not on time. That whole stigma that comes with being a Medicaid recipient, that's not what we see. We see individuals who need help, period. I don't care what type of insurance you have. We're here to serve. So with that being said, if it's not us, let it be somebody else who's willing to meet that population. Back to Medicaid, I learned that Medicaid pays for so much, and it's one of the biggest mental health contributors with all of the insurance companies. But they stop providing mental health services at a certain age. They stop at 19. Like, you can still get coverages as far as going to the dentist and things like that, but your mental health stops. So if you only have to have, you have to have a serious mental illness to be qualified to receive those services, and then it has to come from a community mental health. So I've worked in community mental health, and it's just like a revolving door. It's like medication management. They come in, are you fine? They don't have the time to sit and have sessions with everyone all the time, because there's so many people who are there just trying to manage the medication, and they get so much coverage for that time, but it's not enough. What I want to say is, I've said all that to say, there's a gap. I want to help fill the gap. I can't do it by myself. I am calling on all my colleagues, all my friends who are in the profession, to let's figure out how to serve this community that has a gap in coverages. And then you have people who have insurance, who have deductibles that are like $1,000 and $5,000 before the insurance company will even pay. And so I still have to pay my therapist for providing services, because that's their time spent. So it's like they get what they need. And RCS sometimes doesn't make anything. It's about serving the people. So I really want people to get behind me on this GoFundMe. I've had people to send things through our Cash App. That's fine. It doesn't matter. The funds will go where they're needed. They will go to clients to provide counseling services. I will be transparent in allowing people to know where the funds are going. I have no reason to keep this money for myself. I'm fine. My kids are fine. My family's fine. I'm not fine because I feel like I'm not doing enough, and my arm only extends so far. So I'm asking everyone to please at least donate $5 to this cause and help people who need counseling get counseling. We can't serve them over an extended period of time, like years, but we can work with them for months and help get them in a place and help teach them the tools that they need, so when other issues arise, they have what they need to make it through. And we want to be able to provide that service. And I cannot do this without you. I cannot do this without the support of my friends and my families and people who don't even know me. I can't do this without the support of people who really believe in mental health, who are always talking about it, advocating for it. Whatever you can do, just put your money where your mouth is what I'm saying. I'm giving money to it. I always give money to it. I give time to it. I'm not going to stop. I'm just asking for help. And this is something that anybody who knows me, I typically don't ask for help. But this is so much bigger than me. And I really, really have a heart to help these people. I've seen parents come in and their kids have Medicaid and they don't have insurance and they can't function and they're struggling. And we're saying, oh no, come on in, we're going to get you services too. And I make sure that the therapist is paid and I'm covering the expense. But that's okay because I can't treat this kid without treating his mom. We treat the family. We work from a holistic approach. So a kid comes in, has Medicaid, and the parents don't have insurance, and that parent is struggling, and they need tools too to deal with this kid. We're not just going to say, oh, we're going to just deal with this kid. No, we're going to serve everybody by any means necessary. And so that's what I want people to see, is that sometimes the kids have insurance, but the parents don't. But they all need the services. So again, I say to you, give to the cause. If not to my company, give to someone else who you know who are providing services to everyone. Not just a select group of people with certain insurances, but to everyone. Because those are the people who really have a heart to serve and help this community of people who are struggling. We're seeing a lot of stuff in the news that's not going to change. Mental health is real. Mental health is necessary for it to be healthy. So, and mental health matters. It does. With all that's going on, just think about what you can do. If it's not in this capacity, whatever capacity it is, just whatever you could do to help this cause. You've had Coffee and Convo with Mo. Until next time, I'll see you later.